Hello everyone, my name is Carrie and I'm an all cash budgeter who uses cash envelope stuffing to help save for big savings goals while becoming debt free. If that sounds like something you might be interested in, please be sure to subscribe to my channel. Today's video is going to be really exciting because I have some placeholders here that I am going to be using to take money out of my cash envelopes that have gotten a little bit too high of a balance, and I'm going to be taking that money back to the bank while also doing a cash condensing and bill swap. So I'm going to be condensing all of the money in my envelopes, and if some of them reach more than $100 or $500 in the balance, then I will be taking that money back to the bank and putting it in my high yield savings account. So let's get into it. As I mentioned, I have some placeholders here. I have $1,000 placeholders, which I'm not sure if I'm going to need these this time, but maybe. And then I have some $500 placeholders as well as $100 placeholders, just in case if I have any accounts that I'm not really going to touch for a long period of time. So to get started, I definitely know that my savings envelope here has more than $500 in it because we have been stashing away some extra money for savings over the past few weeks and months. Each one of these icons is worth $50, so as you can see here, this would be 100, or this would be 200, 400, 600, and 700, which should be the balance that we have is $700. 100, 200, 300, 4, 5, 6, and 700. So I'm actually going to take out, I think I actually might take out all of this and put it in my high yield savings, but maybe I'll just take out 500. I'm not sure. All right, let's see. Let's leave two really nice 100s and take out, and take out the rest. So that'd be 100, 200, 300, 400, $500. And then I will put a $500 placeholder in here. So now that equals $700. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. Okay. So that's awesome. Growing, growing, growing. Every little bit counts. Month ahead doesn't have too much. I might put maybe a couple $100 placeholders in this. We'll see. Let's see. 100, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, $340. So let's keep actually, what do we want to do? I also might condense this a little bit first. So keep two really nice 20s. This is a nicer 20. No, that's okay. And this is not that great of a 100. So let's definitely put that back. 200. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is $300. So let's do, well, 1, 2, and then let's get some really nice 50s. That's a nice one, and this is a nice one. Yeah, I think I'll keep this in cash right now. Yep. Okay. So now we still have $340 in here. Great. Now there's not a whole lot in the rest of this. These are all my bills, so some of them are, I'm not going to condense really a lot of these. Most of them are empty or have been spent recently. Let's see if we can combine this one. Medical, I think I'll just leave as is. Swap this out for some nicer 50s. And that's all we can do with the rest of this. Okay. Then once we, and over budget just has $5. Once we have a little bit more cash in the tray, we'll be able to condense a little bit more. So let's move on to, this one is our savings challenge binder. So I definitely know there are some in here to condense. Emergency has, what does this have? Just looking at my screen over here. No, let's not start with this one. Christmas is the one that has more than 500, and we're going to definitely take money out of this one. So this is my holiday Christmas challenge. It should have $550 because each one of these is worth 25, and at the end you have 600, so this should be 550. 1, 2, 3, 400, 20, 40, 60, 80, 500, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. So that's 550. So we're definitely going to take out all of this and put it in the bank except for a $50 bill. So that'll be awesome. We'll be able to use a lot of this money to condense it or just take it back to the bank. And I will put a $500 placeholder here. So that equals 550 now. Yes. That is super exciting. Since Christmas is still a few months away, well, a few weeks away, several weeks away, because I also will potentially be using this money for Black Friday. So, but we still have several weeks until that. So, this is coming out on like the middle of October, and the rest of this will be used towards Christmas presents and all that kind of stuff. So, all right, now we'll go back to our emergency, which is already mostly condensed. It already has a $1,000 placeholder plus 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 210. So let's put this 10 in here. So 210, and then the rest of this will get condensed at least. So this is 100, and then 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 95, 100. So this will be also another 100. I actually might put two $100 placeholders in here. Yeah, because I'm not going to be touching this money for a while. So now we still have 1,000, 100, $210 in our emergency envelope, and we'll take the rest of it to the bank. I think that'll be smart because this is just collecting money or collecting interest in my high yield savings account currently. There's $80 in here, can't do anything with that. This one is almost about to get unstuffed because we are only a few weeks away from completing this $450 challenge. But let's get a nicer 100. So 100, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So $360. So let's do 300 and 20, 40, 60. Those are nice. And this should be 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, $100. Yes. I'm not going to put a placeholder in this because it is going to get unstuffed shortly. No, I don't want that one with writing on it. Let's move this towards the back. Yeah, $360. And then I'll be unstuffing this and putting it towards our month ahead fund. Okay, we unstuffed this one. I'm going to leave this one the same because it has just a bunch of fives in it, and I just want the fives to collect in here, and then at the end of the year, or when we're done with this challenge, filling in all of these $5 coffee cups, I will unstuff it. And then here, this is super exciting, we completed this savings challenge. So we will be unstuffing this and taking it all to the bank. So this is $300 of a little mini savings challenge that we started just a couple months ago. And so I'm not sure if you can tell very well, but these are all 10s, 20s, 30s, and 40s. And so we completed all of it and we saved $300. So let's give it a count. 150, 70, 90, 210, 230, 250, 270, 280, 290, $300. So all of that will be going back to the bank, and we will be putting this in our high yield savings account. This is awesome. So that was $300 here, and then I'll save this, or I'll put this away and potentially start a new one here shortly. All right, so that's Much, much thinner there. I think we condensed everything we could. So let's move this out of the way and go to our sinking funds. Yes, because we do have a couple other, oh my gosh, accounts that are going to need to get unstuffed in here as well because they're getting quite high. The first one is car deductible. The goal for this is $1,000, so soon, well, hopefully soon, it will have $1,000 placeholder in it, but right now it has, well, let's see what it has. 100, 200, 300, 400, 50, 70, 90, 500. So we're going to take this all out and put that in there. And all of this is going to be put just into a regular savings account that we have. I don't really split everything out. Some people use accounts like Ally or Capital One or something and put them into different buckets. But everything for us and me and my husband goes into our emergency savings or rainy day savings, and all of it is together. We do have a separate, like we have a separate emergency rainy day and a full just like general savings account. So that is what this is all going into, and then I keep track of it in a spreadsheet. All right, let's see if we can condense this 20, 40, 60, 80, $150. So we'll just do this. Don't have anything right now in car care that we need it to use it for anything, so 2 tens in there, that's fine. Household just has $30. I'll swap this out for a nicer 20 though. And a nicer 10 too while we're at it. Might as well. There we go. I was telling my husband that a lot of our envelopes were getting quite full and we're going to need to take them, out and go to the bank. And let me swap this out for a nicer 10. And he was saying, oh, that poor, teller person who's going to get all of this random, all these bad bills and the leftover bills and stuff like that. So I thought that was kind of funny because all of this is going to I'm going to have to go into the teller and deposit all this. The ATM is not going to take all of this random cash. Okay. Electronics has 10, 20, 30, 40, 5, 55, 65. So $65, and there's just all these lower bills, smaller bills. So let's keep this really nice 5, and then let's do, I think I'll do a 50 and a 10. So now we still have 65 in this account. I'm just saving this up. It's just a sinking fund. This is my sinking funds binder, so I'm not going to need to use that money soon. $100 in beauty and skincare, but I think I'm going to leave this and just swap out for some nicer bills. Let's see here. That's nice. There's a lot of 20s. Okay. Because I do use my beauty envelope frequently to pay myself back. My husband and I use a credit card for pretty much all of our purchases, and then we cash stuff. We cash stuff for the rest, or for all of our variable expenses, and then just pay ourselves back to the credit card. 50, 70, 80, 95. Let's just get a nicer 5. We'll just leave this in here. Actually, let me do 2 tens. Yeah. Get a cooler looking 50 too. While we're at it, I've never really seen 50s used that much, but then lately all of my 50s have been really soft. So I'm like, I wonder if people are using 50s a bit more. Okay. Gifts just has 25. That's okay. And nothing else. Alright, this is also much, much better condensed and a lot thinner. Now let's move on to our additional savings challenge binder. This one definitely has some money that can come out. several of these envelopes have actually gotten a little bit too full. And basically the reason why I'm unstuffing all of these accounts that have more than $500 in them is I just don't want to have all this cash on hand in my house. I do have a safe, and it's actually a fireproof safe that I put all of this in when I'm not using it and budgeting. But I do want the money to earn a little bit of interest in my high yield savings account, because why not? You know, right now a lot of the interest is quite high, so I want to be able to earn some interest while I'm saving some money. Travel and trips has 100, 200, 300, 4, 5, 25. So let's get a nicer 20. Okay. So we're going to take out $500, put a placeholder here, and then we should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Great. This is a lot of 100s will be taken back to the bank. So 525 still in travel. And we have quite a bit of travel coming up for the rest of the year for all of our holiday travel, so we will be spending this as the year goes on. Our seasonal lawn care savings challenge has 100, 250, 350, 450, 550. So 550, 70, 90, $600. So I'm going to take out 500 and leave this one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 50, 20, 40. Okay, so that's 500. Yes. I counted that weird, but you know. Oh my gosh, look at these 50s too. Lots of 20s and 50s, like a lot of 50s. Okay. And then our final placeholder here for $600, which is in this envelope. Is there a slightly better 100? Yeah. I don't know. All these hundreds are also kind of used, which is also sort of surprising. I probably should have written down how much we were supposed to unstuff from this whole, everything that I'm supposed to be unstuffing, but we're just going to count it at the end and see what the balance is, because honestly, I don't know either. Somewhere around the 3,000 mark, I think. Okay, this is my 50 envelope savings challenge. We already have some of the envelopes filled in that we have saved for, but this is a large amount of small bills, especially ones. So we definitely want to condense this. 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 85, 95, 100, 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. $126. So let's just put this right here. Let's find a really, really nice 20. That's pretty sweet. Yes. A really nice 5. Ooh, it's getting so much it's hard to fit in here. Okay. This is a pretty sweet 5. And then, what did I say? 126. So we'll find a really nice 1 and leave it in here. Okay. And then a $100 bill. 126 left. Great. Awesome. Lots of 10s and 5s and 1s. I'm going to scoot this back now since we used all of our $500 placeholders. All right, there we go. Great. That is much, much smaller, and that will be awesome for this binder to be a little bit more condensed, and the envelope won't be as stretched out. And then finally, we have some smaller bills in this account buffer: 10, 20, 30, 5, 45, 55, 65, 75. So 75. So we'll leave this really nice 5. JK, we'll leave that one. All of these fives will go here. And tens. We'll get a 50 because I'm also not going to be spending this or using this money. It's just a savings challenge. So we're just going to leave it in here. And then let's see if we can find another really nice 20. I think I've used most of them. I'll be giving all of these sad 20s back to the bank, hopefully. Okay. At this point, we'll just pick one. So we have 50, 75. And now this binder is also going to be greatly condensed. Okay. I think that is everything for all of my binders, getting condensed and reducing the amount of bills in them and also taking money to the bank. So I think our next step is to just count all of this, which is actually here. Let's do the fun part. Let's take it all out and let's let's see what it looks like, because oh my gosh, look at this. That's crazy. That is a lot. I know some of it, like, oh, we have a couple placeholders in here too. That doesn't count, guys. A lot of it is smaller bills, but also some of it is not. You can see a lot of hundreds here at the beginning. So here's the money shot. Get all the way down to these ones. I can't even hold it all. That's insane. But that's super exciting. Okay, let's go ahead and just count all of this. Should we do it the other way? I know I'm playing with money and it's kind of dirty, but I always wash my hands after this, so let's do it like this. Yeah, there you go. You can kind of see it all now. Lots of 20s, 50s, 100s. That's cool. Okay, done playing with it. Let's actually count it. I'm going to grab my calculator because no, this is just a ridiculous amount of cash. Okay, so let's start with 1, 2, 3. Actually, let me just grab my real quick. Okay, just wanted to get my fingertip moistener stuff, so this will really help with that. Okay, 100, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, $900 in 100s. Move that back there. 900. And then we'll grab all of our 50s. There's a lot of 50s. 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, $51,000 in 50s, and 50 or 100. So 1,150s. So we're already at $2,000 in just hundreds and 50s. So for 20s, we have 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 60, 8500, 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60. So that's 660 in 20s. Okay. Wow, we definitely might go over the 3,000. I wasn't sure exactly how much we're pulling out and putting into the bank, but here we are. 10s, we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, hold on. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. So that's 180 in 10s. We actually might be spot on. I knew it was going to be somewhere between 2,800 and 3,000. Oh, lots of 5s. Okay, in 5s we have 5, 10, 15, 25, 35, 45, 55, 65, 75, 85, 95, 100. 5, 10, 15, 25, 35, 45, 50. So that's 150. I will recount all of this too off camera, obviously, before I take it back to the bank. And then we have some ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow, guys. Is that right? 10. Okay, so we're right on the money. So we'll be taking $3,000 back to the bank to put in our high yield savings, which accounts for two or three, actually, I think it was three sinking funds that reached over $500 a piece, as well as completing a savings challenge and taking that money out and putting it in the savings account as well. So thank you so much for hanging out with me today. If you made it this far, I really appreciate it, and I really enjoy hanging out with you and doing these videos. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below and I'll be happy to answer them. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye!